Welcome to Knoxville, Tennessee. This afternoon, Neyland Stadium, where Rocky Top plays in the background. Sailgating going on in the Tennessee River, and the Big Orange ready to open the season. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here. You know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Volunteers about to kick it away and get this season started. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. The fans are ready for this one. The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. They'll try the run. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. And the Bruins are in the hurry-up. The Bruin uniforms look pretty, but don't let it fool you. They'll stick their face in the fan and run it tough like a Freeman McNeil used to.
Okay, a good pull. Freeman McNeil, I don't remember him, but I do remember a guy like Maurice Jones-Drew, who's a little bowling ball and just ran physical. And just finding those guys that you can feature in your offense.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Slings it downfield. It's caught downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Really nice looking throw there. And traditionally, the best UCLA offenses are always the ones that can get it done through the air. You've got to be able to come up with explosive plays in the passing game. And if this team is going to win a conference championship, they need this guy to play at his A-plus level week in and week out.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands, what? SEC. SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
Running back searching for a hole. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bruins. Talk about an offense finding its rhythm early.
So nice to find the end zone early, get that confidence going. The defense is showing exactly what you'd expect them to do. Offense taking advantage. Great start for the offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And it's no good. He missed the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. Takes it inside the 25. Chance for great field position. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. First down for this offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The ball's racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Going to take a shot at this DB. Snags it down the right side. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
That's so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
The give to the tailback. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Now improvising. Got his man on the right. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. The give to the back. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Trying to make their way to the promised land on 3rd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. They took it 68 yards on that drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're lining up to boot it away. And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. UCLA will go back to work on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
They'll go to the ground. He's up to 41 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that the season opener. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quick strike complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
All kinds of running room. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
And a big run for this offense. I tell you what, first game, first half, you want to create as many explosive runs, make the offense as easy as possible to start the season, and that will do it. Nice explosive play by this offense.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA. Well, 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 somebody's been doing their box jumps.
You ain't lying. Getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
And he tacks on the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Running to the left. Got room at the 35. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He makes the catch. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, 1st and goal.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Coming after it. Makes the grab. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game. And I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can.
And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
In that 2nd down play, the defense, I think, was expecting pass. So you saw them come firing upfield. They use their speed. They use their athleticism. They win the one-on-ones, and they get a big-time sack.
3rd and goal from way back there. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Fires on the move. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Florida State is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Texas. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Using his legs, it's Sanders. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anymore.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. The Bruins pick up the first down.
And that's good enough for a first down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Tennessee 14, UCLA 13.
And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. The RPO fired complete to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Looking to pass on second down. Fires one high and deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, try to convert through the air. It's caught. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Bruins are marching down the field. Leaves it with the running back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy can catch it or nobody can catch it.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. They'll leave it with him. Kept it on the ground on third down, picked up 5 yards, but it'll still be 4th and 1. And the Bruins will hustle to the line. They'll try to pick up the first. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
And once you get in this range in the football field, do you depend on your kicker? Do you go for it? I think on 4th down, I think you go for it. This is a long field goal, a lot harder attempt. I like the offense going for it here in this situation.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. This quarterback part of their running game. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
Dude, when you got a guy like this that can just hit the gas and go pick up 15-plus yards, what a luxury. How nice is it to have a quarterback like that when I'm a tailback, when I can send the tailback one direction, quarterback the other direction. This guy's just got so much speed.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles. You know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. He now has 110 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. The Bruins are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. They've been great on third down. Now to finish the deal on first and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Not a lot of space down here on the goal line when you're trying to run the football. You might want to think about going to the perimeter or maybe throwing it next time.
And the D deny them on second and goal. Off play action. Lets it go to the end zone. And the pass hits, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there. You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. To the ground with the back. Spins away from the defender. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis, and this guy fits the mold.
Yeah, guys you just didn't want to tackle. I mean, guys that run angry all the time, and it's a mindset. When Tennessee has that mindset, the fans go crazy, and their teams are usually their best squads.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
I love when players understand the situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's second and 12. They've been running it, but now the pass. Quickly to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Now facing a third and long. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Trying to get to it. And that pass picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Fast motion from the offense. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it first and 10 at the 50. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up second and 3.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
Now on second down. Now they'll try the right side. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bruins.
UCLA, number 23 in the end zone.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. They get it into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. The lead stands at 7. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. On the run from inside his 25. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Trying to take it back. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
The lone back's got it. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. It's 3rd down, and they've got to get it to the 33. Trying play action. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The completion well past the sticks. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, UCLA!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Tennessee, 14.
Here's the return from inside the 25. Running through contact. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Volunteer. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And the extra point is good. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll bring it out. It's Gentry. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. DBs will try to keep everything in front. He'll come out throwing on first down. Gonna let it fly. Underneath toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Bruins will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Great starting point. Grabs it inside his 25, and here he comes. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here at the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
On second down, just keeps firing. Wide open downfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. And the Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up.
It's important on offense in the passing game. You've got to have balance, and I mean you've got to be able to attack different thirds of the field. You've got to work the perimeter to both sides. You've got to let the defense know, too, that you're not afraid to go over the middle. They did right there.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him to get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
He's looking for a man on second down. They're working that left side. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes, when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get in this.
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown ball.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Florida State is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Doak Campbell Stadium, one of the more special places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to Texas. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. UCLA will go back to work on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Got him, and nobody's close. Oh, look out, there he goes. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO. They were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Back to work on 2nd and 10 from the 41 after that last incompletion. The inside handoff. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires downfield. Makes the grab. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. The Bruins are flying down the field. Run in the red zone, it's Sanders. They make the stop, and they give up 5 yards on the run. It's down to the 11.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays, but he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a 4th down stop. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Bruins. They take the lead with the 6. Lining up to add another. And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Out of bounds at the 34, a productive job by the return team. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Going with the ground game left. At the 45, on his way. Oh, he left him grabbing. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 20. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Picked off. Taking it the other way. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. Just couldn't stay off the quarterback, and that roughing the passer call has them set up with a 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Hard running there. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think defense maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. On the move at the 30. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, UCLA. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off in style with a 47-yard touchdown run. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Power football with the run. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. And the ball's moving quickly to the line. They go to the ground. Slam to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down marker.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Pulls it in. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that 1st down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the 1st down marker. Get in there and get it.
They'll run it to the right. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. Offense in the hurry up. Give to the running back. Tackled, but he has a 1st down. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
They'll go back to the air on second down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Touchdown, Volunteer! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. And the returner will be brought down. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. The give to the back. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. First down to start the drive after the break. Wide out in motion. They're going to ride this running back. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Using his legs, it's Sanders. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. And the Bruins want to crank the tempo. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put...
And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Couldn't make the play on first down. They'll try it again. 2nd and 10 from the 27. Little touch pass to the receiver. Smashes through.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
And, guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They're looking for the end zone. Touchdown ball! They move on top here in the 4th.
And the biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? A quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest with the catch and then striding it into the end zone.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Miami endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Yager Stadium, and the Red Hawks came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They want to run it left here. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. The Bruins want to move quickly. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover 0. When I play cover 0, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a 1st down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. They'll give it to the back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
The Volunteers will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Across the 25, he's got room. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on 4th down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
Really nice job by the defense. Understand, that QB starts to roll out to his right. I got to continue to play the deep pass down the field. I can't just run up and try to go tackle him. Nice coverage down the field, which led to the incompletion.
Off the play fake. Fires into the end zone. He makes a grab. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks. I'm just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
They'll run play action. Got his man quickly. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
It's a tough position to be in on defense, right? You're trailing in this game late. You're thinking they're going to run it. We got to get bodies in line of scrimmage, get a stop, get the ball back. They go play action and throw it over your head. Tough spot to be in.
The Vols getting set on 1st and 10. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him.
Going for it all. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Trying to impose their will with the run. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown Volunteer. And this defense is just getting squeezed by the Big Orange, and he's cutting him up like Peyton Manning.
And no answers. I mean, he's really had his way. They haven't made him feel uncomfortable. If I'm a Vols fan, I'm jacked up that I got this guy at quarterback because he's showing he can put up some big numbers.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Just about set to kick it away. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay upright.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things you do this week so that you're out executing at a higher level.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this.
And he breaks into the open. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. From the red zone, looking for a space. Going for 6. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better.
Touchdown, Bruins! What a catch and run for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Motion from the offense. They'll go to the air. Extending the play. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
Crosses the 30. He's got to lay it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown ball.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile in.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the 4th. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 10. And the returner will be dragged down.
At the 10. And the UCLA offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Offense set on 1st down. Corner's going to give them room. to the air on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Flushed out of the pocket. Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work. Through throwing the football, in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.